father dropped a snake into his two daughters' bathtub. As the snake bared its fangs and swam closer, the two girls weren't the least bit scared. That was because, according to their clan's rule, whoever the white snake chose would become the mountain god's wife and gain the power to rule the entire clan. The older sister's face flushed bright red as she stood up, fawning all over the white snake. But the white snake ignored her completely and instead lunged straight for the younger sister huddled in the corner. After being chosen by the white snake, the younger sister naturally became engaged to the mountain god. The older sister completely lost her mind. On the day of the wedding procession, she left her younger sister stranded on the road and took her place to marry the mountain god. But by abandoning her sister, she accidentally led the younger sister to save the dragon prince, who was in trouble. The dragon prince fell head over heels for the younger sister at first sight and brought her back to the dragon palace. After they married, the younger sister gave birth to a dragon child, and the prince was overjoyed, immediately making her his official consort. Meanwhile, the older sister, after marrying the mountain god, was reduced to just one of his many concubines. Later, when the truth about her impersonation came out, the mountain god chopped off her right hand and threw her out. Left with nothing, the older sister was driven mad by jealousy and poisoned her younger sister when she returned home to visit her family. When the younger sister opened her eyes again, she found herself back on the day of the wedding procession. To her surprise, this time the older sister didn't do what she had in the previous life. Instead, she ran straight toward the place where the dragon prince had been in danger. The younger sister instantly realized that her evil older sister had also been reborn. She wanted to steal the destiny that the younger sister had in her past life. But little did she know that while saving the dragon prince was easy, giving birth to a dragon child required surviving indescribable, hellish torment. A cold smile tugged at the younger sister's lips. If her sister was so eager to suffer, she'd be happy to let her. Soon, the dragon emissaries arrived. In front of everyone, the dragon prince took the older sister's hand and announced that this kind woman had saved his life and that he would take her as his secondary consort. The older sister looked incredibly smug, completely unaware that danger was looming. A few days later, her wedding as secondary consort was held in great splendor. Dressed in a bright red wedding gown, she held the dragon prince's hand and even turned around to mouth the word worthless at her younger sister. But the younger sister didn't care. She was just waiting to watch the show. The next second, the dragon prince personally handed her a cup of wine. As the older sister was about to drink it, she caught a whiff of an acrid, pungent smell. It was Realgar wine, the mortal enemy of all snake spirits. In her past life, to save the dragon clan's face, the younger sister had gritted her teeth and drunk it, barely surviving but remaining bedridden and ill ever after. But the reborn older sister still thought the prince would indulge her. She threw herself into his arms, crying and throwing a tantrum, refusing to drink. She had no idea that publicly refusing the wine, which was part of the dragon clan's sacred tradition, was a humiliation to the entire dragon race. The guests began whispering among themselves, and the dragon prince's face darkened instantly. But the older sister just kept wailing, shouting that she hated this stupid custom. That was the last straw. The dragon prince's patience snapped. He roughly pushed her away and roared at her to drink it. If she didn't, she would die.